Hey yo guys, welcome back Wood Gods. Right, a little bit of an update. Quite a bit's changed actually. So we've just picked up the last few machines today, and just kind of got them organised ready for us putting some wiring in, just to wire them all up. But as you might have seen, we've got a nice compressor. Not sure what literage it actually is, but it'll do the job. It'll connect up to all this piping nicely. We actually got it for about 1400 quid, I think it was, off the auction. So yeah, it's a lovely machine. We just probably need to have a bit of servicing on it, but I don't know how old it is or what, but it should do us. And it's a decent size, so I'm not too clued up on the old compressors, to be fair. But yeah, so that's the compressor. We've got the bandsaw over here. So lovely little machine. Extractor, table saw, and like I said, don't forget, all these machines cost us like £4,500. Got spindle moulder over there, tenon, mortiser, planer thicknesser, forklift. Forklift's a big bloody thing. Our father-in-law's just was jumping his bike off it. Yeah, so it's a decent size. And then we've got the crosscut. So all in all, you know, we've got everything now that we need to start manufacturing. First wood deliveries in 2 weeks. We're just waiting for the quote. So we ended up going to 2 different companies to get quotes for timber, and one was considerably cheaper than the other. But yeah, so we just need to get them wired up. Obviously, like I said before, majority of them 240, apart from the compressor. The compressor's 3-phase. So we'll need to bring a bit of 6mm out on a isolator for that. But I've tried to organise the machines in such a way that, you know, where the wood comes in over here, we then process it to length, and then we go across to the planer thicknesser, get it sized up, and then we've got spindle moulder, tenon and mortiser there, depending which order you want to use it in. Or we've got rip saw just here. So literally as you're coming in, you got rip saw. So yeah, so obviously then you can use the machines that you need. Obviously, if you've gone through planer thicknesser, mark out for your mortises, do your mortises, do your tenon, spindle moulder, off we go. But yeah, we've been looking at a few different projects as well, like a few little things. I think I'm going to buy like a little CNC for engraving, and we're going to do some chopping boards, little things like that, just see if we can sell them, just, you know, see what the market's like. The wood delivery for the gate stuff is here, like I say, here, when's that here? 2 weeks today, I believe. So I should have an email to pay the pro forma. Yeah, so we've got a forklift to get the packs of timber off. And like I say, when you look at everything here, 1,300, forklift costs us 3,300, and then the machines, 4.5. So, you know, what you got 7, 8, and then you're looking about 9.5. So actually, we've managed to get a full workshop set up, machines and the forklift for less than 10 grand. That's really good. I'm happy with that. Materials are probably going to be 5-6 grand, let's say. By the time we wire them up, machines are probably going to cost 10 grand-ish, roughly, for let's say, with isolators and wires. Like I say, some of them are 240, so like The bandsaw will plug into the wall, the crosscut will plug into the wall, and the mortiser will plug into the wall. But the other machines are going to have to, 4 machines are going to have to go on blue commandos or isolated, whichever I decide to do. The extractor plugs directly into the wall, but that's one thing why I've decided to put them in that is where the extractor's based, right next to the saw. We could have one pipe going to the saw, because if you look on the bottom, there's 3 pipes, I believe, come out of here. 1, 2, 3. So my plan is we can have one going to the saw direct. I can put one. What I want to do, I didn't bring my stick today, so apologies. But yeah, what I want to do is then get one that comes out and feeds the spindle moulder, but I want a T-piece here, because what I want to do is go straight up and over to the crosscut on the other side. And then from the spindle moulder, I can then go across and feed these 2 machines, or 3 machines from the spindle moulder. Obviously, you can get away without an extractor on that, although it's good to have like a little 2-inch extractor pipe just to hoover up. But yeah, so the chap that we got it off, I'll just show you, look. We got a load of short valves that he'd already made, bless him. Yeah, got quite a few, enough for what we need. So yeah, we're about ready to go. I just need to get these wired up at some point this week, hopefully, and then from there on, we can start manufacturing. I need to get a couple of benches knocked up, a couple of jigs for the gates, a couple of jigs for the fence panel stuff, and then fingers crossed we have got a fully functional workshop, and then we'll just make do with how it is for now until we get to a point where we've got some more money coming in. Get the money back for these machines and the bits that we need. I'm hoping, obviously we've got Christmas, January, February. I'm hoping February, March time we'll be more than busy enough. And I'm hoping in a couple of lorry loads of wood, we've got enough money back to pay for these machines. So maybe 2 or 3 months, maybe pay that 10 grand off, depending on how the sales go on the gates and the fence panels. But yeah, so it's exciting times. But yeah, the CNC side is more like a little wood engraver. So we're thinking about doing some like end grain chopping boards, and just come back from the sawmill now. And they've got a whole heap of cut-offs that they get all the time, and they pallet them up and they sell them for like 200 quid. So we just had a look, and there's some stuff for like resin tables in there, that just like your normal living room tables. So nothing too crazy really, but just big enough to use. Don't worry about the bike, that's the father-in-law's. Midlife crisis, as they call it. So yeah, we're about ready to go. We just need to build some benches, one for the spindle, but I might do all this later down the line, one for the rip saw. What I might do is just get them wired up, extracted up, and deal with them as we are now. And then as we get busier and I'm working here more, obviously those extra benches and feel how it works, just in case we have to move out. Yeah, we can get it up and running and just work with it. And then I think in that corner behind the machine, I'm going to put the dip tank. And then the other corner is where all the stuff's going to go out onto our courier to go be delivered. And then, like I said before, this top area up here, where we're currently stood, that will all be assembly area, I believe. That's what I was going to do. And then, like I say, the fence panel stuff can come in, get cut on the saw, bring it up here, and it can all be assembled here, and then tuck back out that door or back out that door, whichever. So yeah, so we've got a couple of things. I think all the boarding for the gates I'm going to try bring in, back rail for the gates, or anything PSE I'm going to try bring in. Anything else I'm going to leave outside under the cover. I think that's probably best to do. Seeing as we've got space, but the forklift's big. But you know, when you're dealing with, like, we've ordered a full pack of 3.6 match boarding and a full pack of 4.2 match boarding. You know, you don't want a small forklift, do you, not being able to pick it up. So yeah, so I'm quite excited. You know, the table saw is a woodworking. Obviously get some jigs made up, sliding here. I think he tried to have a little go here, but yeah, something stuck in there, unless he'd made that as like a stop. I think he was 80, the chap, so a lovely guy called Roy. The spindle moulder now, probably one of the things that might let it down a little bit. I've not looked at it too much, but it'll do most of the things that we need. Probably not the most up to spec and the safest one. But you know what, like, well looked after, and this is why I say, for the money that it's cost us, I think we've done really well. And then yeah, obviously, the old tenon has had a bit of a box rewired for on and off for both switches because there was something wrong with it, he said. But yeah, so you know, obviously mortiser, everyone, all works fine. 3-blade planer thicknesser. You know, it's a 3-blade block, which if you're ever buying one of these and you're going to be doing a fair bit of work, do try and make sure you've got the 3 block. And then yeah, the thicknesser part. So excited. Yeah, I just thought, you know, I really am excited. But yeah, we just noticed that there's a couple of bolts missing from here, just to keep this head on, because it was all separated. And I'll be honest with you, I've never built one of these up in my life. Normally, they've always been together, but yeah, so we just need that. But you know, for the age, everything, absolutely, you know, even the still in perfect condition. So yeah, I can't grumble. I'm bloody, look at that. And like I said, this is kind of why I thought let's have it so we've got plenty of room for the table saw. You know, for cutting any sheet supply, we need to build a little bench back here, just to, you know, an offshoot bench. And then obviously we've got planer thicknesser, and then we can still get in and out if we need to with a forklift, but obviously in here we want to do as little with a forklift as we can. And then yeah, straight off here onto the tenon and mortiser for the tenon and the mortise ones, and spindle moulder for the final ones. And then, you know, because it's just going to be me initially, this is a nice little area for me. Yeah, we're about ready, and then we're going to have a lot of space around this area, because obviously I need to build a bench with a stop here. And then that area over there, that's going to be where the products are waiting to go out. So yeah, you know, I mean, look how big that bloody compressor is. A monster. So I need to get all this wired up and everything checked to make sure everything works. I know all the machines work, just the spindle, just the compressor is what I need to make sure works. We've got a nice leak here. Coming from the roof somewhere. To be fair, bloody hard to spot. So when we're here more, we'll have a look. Apparently landlord, one of them landlords that once you're in, that's it. He's not bothered, but hey, it's a workspace, isn't it? We're looking to make money here. It doesn't have to be perfect initially. But yeah, I'm proper excited now, getting closer. Obviously, there's probably not going to be too much action this side of Christmas. We're on, December 1st now. So the guy was true to his word. He said, by the end of November, 1st of December, I could have all the machines. So, yeah, and they're perfect for what we want and what we can do. I just want to get stuck in. I've got most things set up. I just need to sort the bank account now. And then, yeah, just get working. Get some orders brought in. We just had a good conversation with a guy at the sawmill, actually. And he just said, he can provide us with some bits that we could maybe plane up and and just sell the wood on to, people that want to make epoxy tables and stuff. Just plane some oak up into section sizes and just sell it on. He said it's quite a big thing these days, so we'll have a look. If it goes online, goes on eBay. Yeah, but it's just getting going now, isn't it? Still a lot to do, like I say, bringing the electrics in. I need to get my mate down that deals with the electrics and just, because I don't know if we're going to be able to commando off them, because it's armoured, if it'll pull too much, or if we need to bring and do like a ring on the commando instead. Because we've got, 4 machines that need it. And then, yeah, like I said, with the extractor, bring it out, across into one, and then bring it across. I'll probably bring it above them as well. I just need to figure it out. Nothing too fancy. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. Just thought I'd give you a little update because I know it's been another week or so. Baby's all doing well, thank you. If you were asking, 3 weeks old now. So yeah, so it's all kind of clicking into place. Baby's here. Workshop's about ready to go. So we just need to get cracked on, get some orders in. We've got 3 orders already from the Facebook page. So yeah, we just need to dig in and get going now, don't we? So come on, Mr. Wood Guy, we need the wood delivering. Let's get these machines wired up and then get cracked on. So yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys. Do like and subscribe if you can. Any questions? I'm more than happy to answer the questions. And thanks for watching, guys. Love you all.